Welcome to Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. On today's program, we welcome Chef Valerie Wilson, otherwise known as Macro Val. For a dozen years now, Chef Valerie Wilson has specialized in teaching cooking classes using macrobiotic, organic, sugar-free, dairy-free, wheat-free, high-fiber vegetarian techniques. She will be presenting to us 2 dishes from her popular cookbook, Perceptions in Healthy Cooking.
Hi, I'm Chef Valerie Wilson, and I'm here to teach you how to cook healthy and live happy. Today's show is going to feature 2 fantastic recipes, tempeh burgers and brown rice and sunflower seed salad. But for now, let's go shopping. The first thing we're going to need is some tempeh in the frozen food section. We're going to use the original soy for this recipe. And we need some raw walnuts from the bulk section. A more economical way to get your spices is to buy them from the bulk section. We'll be getting some basil and some sage today. We want to make sure we don't forget our tamari and our sea vegetable, dulse. And we also want to remember to get our organic sesame tahini along with our whole grain barley flour. And don't forget to stop by the produce section to pick up organic onion and some organic garlic. Welcome to my kitchen. We've gone shopping and we have all of our healthy ingredients here. And now we're going to make one of my most popular recipes out of my cookbook and one of my own personal favorites, tempeh burgers. These are so delicious, you can serve them at your next picnic and everybody will love them. And the first thing you want to do is get the tempeh out of the package, okay? So I'm just going to do that now. Tempeh is very high in protein, 19.5% protein. And it contains all of your essential amino acids, also contains B vitamins. But the wonderful thing about tempeh is that you can add flavors to it and it becomes very flavorful. What I'm doing with the tempeh is I'm just crumbling it into a bowl. Now what is tempeh? Tempeh is soybeans, and the soybeans have been partially cooked and then fermented. And why that's so important is because fermented food is very easy for you to digest and for you to assimilate. So tempeh is really easy on your digestive tract. I'm going to start heating the pan back here so that we can cook the burgers, okay? And I'm going to put some toasted sesame oil in there. We're going to be cooking them in toasted sesame oil. Okay, so the pan's heating up. To the tempeh, I am going to be adding some tamari. Now, tamari is a salty condiment, and it's made from soybeans that have been fermented. It's the healthy version of soy sauce is what it is. Next, we'll be adding some spices, a little bit of sage, a little bit of basil, and then we need to add a little bit of water to bind the salt together. And then we're also going to be adding a 1/4 of an onion, diced. And we have 1 garlic clove that's been minced, and that's all going into the burgers also. Then we're going to be adding some ground walnuts. Now you can get ground walnuts by putting the walnuts in your food processor and just grinding them up. Walnuts are excellent brain food. They feed and nurture your brain, and they contain omega-3 fatty acids. And we're going to be putting that in the burgers. This is dulse flakes. Dulse is a sea vegetable, and so it's a plant that grows in the ocean. Dulse is very high in minerals and trace minerals, very high in iron and calcium, and very high in B vitamins. So it's an excellent food for you. It has a really nice salty flavor to it too, so it's going to give the burgers this delicious flavor. And I really love this tahini here. It's made with organic sesame seeds. And so tahini is just sesame seeds that's been made into a paste. So we have a little bit of whole grain barley flour. Very important when you buy your flours, don't get white flour. So you always want to get whole grain flours. That means that the bran and the fiber is still in the flour and it's much healthier for you. So now we're going to mix the burgers together, and the best way to do that is with your hand. So I'm using this squeezing action with my hand. That helps so that all the ingredients get incorporated together. And I'm just going to take some of the batter right there, put it in my hands. I'm going to form a patty with it. Now you want to use your nice strong energy and press it together so it'll stay together as it's cooking in the pan. And so what you want to do is you just want to brown it in the toasted sesame oil that we have going on back there. And then after it's been browned, you can individually wrap them, or you can eat them right away, and you can store them. So these are our delicious tempeh burger.